read the same page twice. What do you think?
I think you really earned your paycheck this week.
Mary. Marie and I were talking the other night, as we were laying in bed about 3 o'clock in the morning, having one of those casual conversations about how to survive on my salary. And she asked me a question I couldn't answer, so I thought I'd ask you.
Oh, well, what is it?
How much money does Ted make?
Oh, well, Murray, I don't think I can tell you that.
That's even more than I thought.
See you in 2 weeks, girls.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Ted. Who are those ladies?
They're my groupies. Officers of the Ted Baxter Fan Club's International.
Oh.
Care for a cookie?
Oh, gee, I don't think so. Kind of a funny shape, aren't they?
Well, that's my face. The girls had a special cookie cutter made in my profile.
Oh, well, sort of like animal crackers then, aren't they?
Right. What can I do for you, Mayor?
Well, here you go, Ted. And while I'm here, Mr. Grant wants you to sign your contract renewal.
Sorry, Mayor, not gonna do. I'm not gonna sign it.
What?
I'm tired of being Mr. Pushover. I've been taken advantage of long enough. This year, it's gonna be different. I want what's coming to me.
Ted, Mr. Grant is going to be very upset if I don't come back with your signed contract.
Well, tough toenails. Just because Ted Baxter is a pussycat is no reason why everyone should take advantage of him.
Ted, please, don't do something you're going to be sorry for later. Just sign the contract.
You know what I think of this contract? That's what I think of this contract.
Ted, this is your contract.
And what's this?
That was your paycheck. Come in.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Ted.
Just driving through the neighborhood. Thought I'd drop in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're not Mary. You're Rita.
No, Ted, I'm not Rita. I'm Rhoda.
Oh, of course. I'm always getting you and Rita confused. You look so much alike. I bet a lot of people do that.
Mary! Ted!
Well, hi there.
What are you doing here?
Well, just driving through the neighborhood. I thought I'd drop in. I'm a little concerned about the way my contract negotiations are going.
What negotiations? Mr. Grant won't talk about it.
Well, that's what I'm concerned about. Mary, look, you're on the inside. What do you think is the top figure I can get?
Ted, I think you're getting it.
Well, that gives me a rough idea. Look, I was thinking maybe you could use your influence with Lou and help me get a raise.
Ted, I really don't think I can do that.
Oh, sure you can. Lou respects your opinion. I bet if you told him you thought I should get more money, why he'd do it. I know he would.
Ted, are you bribing me?
I know. Does that look like a bribe, Rhoda?
Maybe in Minneapolis, not in New York. Ted, I can't take this money.
Nonsense. It's a gift.
Ted!
No, just think of it as a small token of my appreciation for all the things you've done in the past and for what you may do in the future.
Ted, I cannot take
Mary,
this
it's just
money.
a gift, just between friends. Just my way of saying, thanks a lot, kiddo. You're a great little gal. Forgot my coat.
Ted, I am not going to talk to Mr. Grant.
Oh.
Come in.
Lou, I want to talk to you about my contract.
You ready to sign it?
No.
Then I don't want to talk to you.
All right, Lou, if you won't talk to me, you can talk to my agent.
You've got an agent?
That's right.
Oh. Well, in that case, I won't talk to you or your agent.
Oh, come on, Lou. Just talk to her. She's right outside the door.
She?
Lou, how's it going to look? My very first agent, you won't even talk to her.
Ted, I am not talking to your agent.
Shh, please, Lou. You don't want to embarrass me, do you?
Ted, I am not talking to your agent.
Well, then just give me a raise. Just give me a little raise. You won't have to talk to her. I'll fire her. What has she ever done for me? Lou, I'm not asking for a lot, just a little bit more money. Lou, I'm not getting any younger. I gotta make it now while I can. Pretty soon it's gonna be all over for me. Gray old man out in the cold, alone, hungry, no one to turn to. Stopping strangers on the street. Buddy, can you spare a dime?
Ted.
Yes, Lou?
Send in your agent.
Thanks, Lou. I'll never forget you for this.
Ted.
Yeah?
You grovel great.
Thanks. Bella? Lou, I want you to meet my agent, Bella Swan. Bella, Lou Grant.
So nice to meet you, Mr. Grant.
Nice meeting you, Miss Swan. Won't you sit down? Can I get you something to drink?
Well, a cup of tea would be nice.
I'll see if I can dig some up.
Now, bring that chair right over next to me, dear.
Do you think we could get a cup of nice, hot tea?
And a glass of milk for Teddy.
And a glass of milk. Thanks.
You know, Mr. Grant, I've known Teddy since he was a little boy.
Really?
Yes. He was such a cute little boy. He used to run around with this little stuffed bear. I wouldn't go anywhere without it. Now, what was it you used to call it, Teddy?
Fuffy.
Oh, Fuffy.
Fuffy. Come in.
Tea and milk. Who is the tea for?
Guilty. Thank you.
And who is the milk for? If I'd have known it was for you, Ted, I would have put some Bosco in it.
Now, Miss Swan, I think you should know that I do not intend to give Ted any more money.
Oh, we don't want any more money, Mr. Grant. We want our freedom.
You do?
We do.
Excuse me, Lou. I want to have a little conference with my agent.
Oh. All right, now don't worry, Teddy. Just finish drinking your milk. Now, Mr. Grant, I've gone over Teddy's contract, and I find there's a clause in it that says he's not free to do other kinds of work.
Such as?
Oh, well, motion pictures, Broadway, things like that.
Oh, that clause.
Now, all we're asking is that clause be stricken from the contract.
Ted's going to get a raise. I know he's going to get a raise.
Murray, Ted is not going to get a raise. Mr. Grant isn't about...
Thanks a lot, Lou. I sure do appreciate it.
I knew it. He got it. I knew it.
Nice doing business with you, Mr. Grant.
Same here, Miss Swan.
Bella.
Bella.
He got a raise. I knew he'd get a raise.
He didn't get a raise.
Didn't?
You see?
Well, then what did he get?
All I agreed to was a non-exclusive contract so that Ted could do movies, Broadway, things like that.
Ted? Movies? Broadway?
That's all you agreed to.
Yeah.
Who would want Ted to do movies? Broadway?
Thanks a lot, Lou.
You're welcome.
You fell right into our trap.
Well, for the love of mud, where am I sleeping, on a racetrack?
Come on, let's have it. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Don't rush me, brother.
Ma'am?
I'm Pollyanna,
Yeah.
the glad girl.
Oh, you're watching TV. I'm sorry. No, wait, no, I've seen this part 3 times. The part that keeps getting interrupted comes later.
Very good, because I've got some exciting news. Mary, can I turn down the volume?
Yeah, sure.
I'll leave the pictures so you'll see. Listen, you know the big corner window down at the store that they decorate every Christmas?
Yeah.
Today they gave it to me.
Well, congratulations, I guess.
It's a lot of responsibility, kid, and hard work. Christmas windows are not all tinsel and glitter, you know. Here, look. The guy that did it last year was fired.
Why?
You want to know what gifts the 3 wise men brought? Portable hair dryer, an electric guitar, and a pair of fiberglass water skis.
I think I remember that window. And didn't the manger have wall-to-wall carpeting?
Right, the worst.
So what are you going to do?
Well, it wasn't easy because everything's been done 100 times,
Yeah.
right? But I finally came up with an idea that I think is truly novel.
Yeah, what?
Santa's workshop.
Oh.
I figure if I do Santa's workshop, they can't fire me.
Yeah.
It's one of your safer numbers. But I'm going to have Santa sitting in his chair, right? He's laughing. Ho, ho, ho. And then from the right side, in comes Mrs. Claus. At least we're assuming it's Mrs. Claus. She's bringing hot chocolate. He likes it, Mayor. Then, down front in the window, there's this assembly line of darling little elves. The first little elf takes a half-finished toy, puts on the head, hands it to the next little elf, who takes it and paints on a smile. He then hands it to the next little elf, who takes it and puts on hair. He then hands it to the next little elf, who takes it and puts on little shoes. Then all the little elves rejoice and they congratulate each other. And then they all dance for joy because they have just built the first little girl elf.
That's marvelous. That's really going to be sensational.
So?
Here comes the part of the movie I've been wanting to see.
Okay, kid, listen, if you really like it, Mayor, I'm going to go upstairs and, make some rough sketches.
You should.
Yeah.
What reason?
Bye, Mayor.
Get in.
We'll be back to Channel 6 Late Movie after these brief commercial announcements.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ted Baxter. For years, you've seen me as the anchorman of your favorite news program. When it comes to news, I've always given it to you straight. And tonight, I'm going to give it to you straight about the Slice Right metric slicer. Famous the world over for slicing any type of fruit or vegetable. See how the blade adjusts to any height? Just wait till you see how thin I slice this tomato. Look at that. Isn't that the thinnest slice you've ever seen? Why, I know one lady in St. Paul took her all winter to use up one tomato, and she was feeding a family of 5.
Mr. Grant, turn on Channel 6, quick.
Slice carrots for creaming, beets for pickling. Slice a whole bushel of cucumbers in less than 20 minutes. Forget about the $5 they were made to sell for. We're cutting the price in half. And today only, we will include this Trim Neat hair trimmer. Like the way my hair looks? I use my Trim Neat every night before I do the 6 o'clock news. St. Paul, call this number, 201-4823, and call right now.
Yes. Oh, hi, Rhoda. Yes, I saw it. Rhoda, it wasn't funny. He's a newsman. He's supposed to have some dignity. Rhoda, will you stop laughing? What? Yes, operator, I will accept an emergency call from Mr. Grant.
Did you catch it? Right there for the whole world to see. Ted Baxter, my anchorman, selling a tomato slicer.
I saw it, Lou.
We all laughed, right? Huh? Movies, Broadway, things like that. Nobody thought that things like that might be commercials, did they? Oh, boy, did we get sucked in.
You going bowling, Mr. Grant?
No, I've been bowling, Mary. It was the only way I could work off my anger, legally. I looked down that alley, every pin had gray hair and Ted's face. Trouble is, I got so mad, I threw the ball over the pins and hit the wall. My best ball, and I bent it. You'd think with the kind of money we pay him, that'd be enough.
Mr. Grant?
But no, not Ted. He's not satisfied to
Mr.
make
Grant.
$31,000 a year.
Murray.
$31,000.
What difference does
$31,000.
Hi, Mary. Did you catch me last night on the movie?
Did you see what he just did? He just reached up and tore my pocket off.
Ted, I'm sure it was an accident.
Well, it better be. You don't just tear my pocket off like that and get away with it.
Ted, excuse me, I gotta see about Murray.
Get my pocket back. Bella? Teddy. Yes, I thought that slicer thing went pretty well myself. Got anything else lined up for me? Oh, a dog food commercial, eh? Or they want me to be their spokesman or something? Oh, well, I guess I can do that. Well, oh no, I can't do that. I've got my dignity to think about. After all, I am an anchor man. Tell him I'll bark, but I won't pant.
Mr. Grant, can I get you anything? Mr. Grant, what is it? What's wrong?
Oh. Ted Baxter's finally got me. I've gone over his contract a dozen times. There's nothing I can do to stop him. First it was that tomato slicer. Then it was that commercial for that woman's product. I didn't even know what it was. I had to ask my wife what they used it for. She wasn't sure. Mary, he's got me.
Mr. Grant, how about if I fix you a nice drink? You haven't had a nice drink in days. Mr. Grant, I'm worried about you.
Somehow, booze just doesn't taste good to me anymore. You know, sometimes I think I'm losing contact with reality. Like last night, I was watching a movie on TV, you know, to try and forget. And this dog food commercial came on. And I could have sworn I heard a dog bark that sounded just like Ted.
Mr. Grant, isn't there anything I can do?
No.
The news is on. You want to watch the news?
I suppose so.
I've turned it on very softly. Mr. Grant, doesn't it just make you mad? I mean, wouldn't you like to really chew Ted out? Oh, Mr. Grant has got to snap out of it. He's so quiet. He hasn't yelled at anybody in days. He's not drinking. This is terrible.
31,000.
Good evening, this is Ted Baxter in the 6 o'clock news. The Soviet Union announced today that talks with China over disputed border areas have been broken off. This and other top stories of the day after this brief commercial message. Howdy, this is Farmer Ted coming to you on behalf of Ma and Pa's Country Pork Sausage.
Farmer Ted?
Oh, no, not on our show.
Mm-hmm. Ooh-wee. They're good.
Murray, why didn't we check the film commercials before they went on the air?
Down home blend of herbs and spices for a lip-smacking, finger-licking treat. Mm-hmm. Remember, Ma and Pa's Country Pork Sausage, the sausage that lets you make a pig of yourself. Yes, sir, And now, the news.
Mary, when Farmer Ted finishes the news, tell him to mosey his keister into my office. And bring me some ice.
Bring some ice. Murray, he's back.
Come in.
Do you want to see me, Lou?
Come in, Ted. Come on. What's this?
It's a hair trimmer. Thought you might like it.
Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you.
You can save over $100 a year on haircuts.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. Come on, sit down. Really, thank you. That's a lovely gesture. Ted, I'm going to give it to you straight. You're giving up those commercials.
No, I'm not.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. I'm ordering you to give up those commercials.
You can't do that, Lou. My new contract is non-exclusive.
I know, but that's the way it's going to be.
Well, I'm sorry, Lou, but I have a big career ahead of me in commercials, and you've got no legal ground for stopping me.
Ted, if you don't stop doing those commercials, I'm going to punch your face out. What? I said I'll punch your face out.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Well, it's against the law. I'll have you arrested.
Be too late. Your face will be gone. It's going to be pretty hard finding work with a broken face, Ted.
You're not serious. Are you? You are serious.
You can run, Ted, but you can't hide. I know where you live. I know where you eat. I know where you do your laundry. And wherever you go, I'll be waiting for you.
You're bluffing.
I have a terrible temper, Ted. You want to see what I did to a bowling ball?
No.
But I don't want you to think I'm not a reasonable man. How much do you figure to make doing those commercials?
Fella said maybe 30, 40,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you a raise. $25 a week.
$25 a week, or
I punch your face out.
sounds reasonable. I'll take it.
Good.
Lou, I'm taking my hair trimmer back. Say, Mayor, I'm having a problem with my new paycheck that Lou may not have anticipated.
Oh, what is it?
Well, since I have to pay 10% of my salary to my agent now, I'm making less than I ever did, even with my raise.
A raise?
The raise I got now amounts to a little less than 5% of my salary.
A raise? He got a raise?
Well, yeah, he did, Murray.
He got a raise!
Now, that time was no accident.